Right now, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are still negotiating an infrastructure proposal. They're going back and forth on what should be included in what is expected to be a $1 trillion spending package. Majority Leader Senator Chuck Schumer said he plans to set up the first procedural vote on the infrastructure bill for this Wednesday. GOP Senator Rob Portman said on CNN this morning he's against that deadline since the bill is not ready yet. As we round out this hour on Spectrum Bay News 9, we've got something to smile about for you. Take a look here. The Tampa Police Department found out that this young man's bike was stolen when he parked it outside of a convenience store one day. So Detective McClure reached out to Walmart in Tampa to see if they could help. They said yes and donated a brand new bike to the young man. And you can see the bike really gave him something to smile about too. The police department said in a Facebook post, "A little kindness goes a long way." We hope that made you smile. Don't go anywhere. Your top stories and weather on the 9s are coming up at the top of the hour. We'll see you then. New information, 3 Olympic athletes have tested positive for COVID-19. Tennis star Coco Gauff will no longer compete at the Tokyo Olympics. This would have been her first games. The 17-year-old tweeted wishing the best of luck to Team USA and a safe games for the entire Olympic community. 2 other athletes from South Africa have tested positive for COVID at the Olympic Village. A video analyst from their team also tested positive. The entire team is now in quarantine until they are cleared for training. 11,000 athletes are staying at the Olympic Village. 55 COVID-19 cases in total are linked to the games, which kick off on Friday. New today, pandemic restrictions are still in place for Florida-based cruise ships. This comes as a federal appeals court temporarily blocked a judge's ruling from last month that sided with Governor Ron DeSantis in a lawsuit against the CDC. Spectrum Bay News 9's Trevor Pettiford is at Port Tampa Bay to explain how this move will impact travelers. We're learning more about the global COVID-19 vaccination rate. The European Union's push to get people vaccinated is actually catching up with the United States' efforts. That's according to figures from Our World in Data. Those new numbers say 55.6% of EU citizens have had at least one dose of the vaccine, while that number is 55.4% in the U.S. But the United States is ahead of the European Union in complete vaccinations. There, we rank 48% to 42%.
When they are chanting on the streets, the word that they say, and I have been listening every day and every night, is libertad, is freedom.
Coming up, hear from one Cuban American who shares her story of life in Cuba and the fight to break free from the government.